What's up, guys? Chase fan number 9 here, and I want to talk about yesterday's truck race, the Sugarlands Shines 250. First of all, I just want to say I am so happy for Spencer Boyd getting his first career win for himself and for his and for the 3 truck team of Young's Motorsports. I tell you, they have come a long way. This has to be one of the biggest wins in the truck series I've seen in recent time. And congratulations to the owners, Randy and Tyler Young. We all know Tyler Young was a truck series driver himself. He got a few top 5 and a few top 10s here and there, but I guess he's officially done racing to focus on his truck team. But anyways, yeah, I find it funny that Boyd's teammates Gus Dean and Tyler Dipple crashed out, and that he ends up winning the race. So yeah, but I tell you, that race, man, it was pretty good. You can't deny it. But anyways, we all have our opinions on the finish. I know some people are not happy about it, but I think in my opinion, NASCAR made the right call. For those who don't have an idea of what I'm talking about, let me explain. So, Johnny Sauter was leading on the last lap, and he was trying to give Ford their 100th win in trucks. I think I'm right on that. I could be wrong, but anyways. Yeah, I think it's 100th win truck, and he's leading, and he's getting a push from Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst's first Talladega start in trucks, and I was focusing on the leader and the rest of the field so much, guys, that I did not see Spencer Boyd creeping up there in 3rd place. And as they were coming off turn 4, Riley Herbst tried to fake high and try to fix Sauter into a mistake, and as he's doing that, he gets his wheels below the double yellow line on the front stretch, which we all know is a big no-no on that. And as Riley Herbst is doing that, and I know he didn't mean to do it, Johnny Sauter kind of comes down on him. And Sauter, he did compare this to when when Tony Stewart did the same thing to Regan Smith at Dega in 2008, 11 years ago. But there, they let it go, and they said, nope, Stewart's the winner, and Regan Smith was, Regan Smith and those guys, they claimed they were forced, but NASCAR saw it otherwise, and they gave Stewart the win. But anyways, it's kind of similar to that, but this is a little bit different. And as they're doing that, I saw Spencer Boyd make his move to the outside. And I was like, wait, that's Spencer Boyd. I'm like, go. And I was like, I'm like, Sauter got the win. But then I quickly realized, wait a minute, they still need to review the finish. Because I know they weren't going to let this one go. And yeah, I thought, great, Sauter's won again. But to be honest with you, I wasn't really surprised Sauter was up front, because he's been good on the plate tracks his whole truck series career. He's got 2 wins at Daytona and 1 at Dega. This should have been his 2nd win. That's what you guys thought at first, but as he's doing, I find it funny that he did burnouts. I think he should have just waited, but anyways, I guess when you're caught up in the celebration, I guess you're caught up in the moment. But anyways, as he's coming to pit road, NASCAR calls it and says that Spencer Boyd went below, that Johnny Sauter forced Riley Herbst below the double yellow line, and therefore they disqualified Sauter of his win, and therefore giving the win to Spencer Boyd, who made a hard charge to 2nd, or should I say the win should say. And yeah, but hey, I gotta admit, I gotta give. I need to cut Sauter a little bit of slack because at least he wasn't too whiny about it. So yeah. And now I know some people are gonna say that, oh, they're just NASCAR's just picking on Sauter because of his temper and what he's done in the past. I'm like, F off with that trash. I'm like, no, it is what it is, and NASCAR had to make the right call. Because, well, let's just say it like this. This is the first time I've seen someone get their win taken away all because they forced someone below the double yellow line. I think this is the first time this has ever happened. Other times where we've seen drivers make passes. I mean, like, look at last year with Justin Haley when he made that move on Larson Sadler. I thought he was safe until I saw the replay. I kind of feel bad for Haley then, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, wow, that was a good race. Matt Crafton started on the pole, and Tyler Ankrum were up there, and they actually did very good. Not too bad, not too great. They just did good. Of course there were wrecks, and yeah. But anyways, before I continue on, yeah. So I feel bad for Sauter, but hey, it is what it is. I don't have a real problem with it because I'm like, but the thing is, would they be willing to do this to someone like Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, or Kyle Larson, or Bowman, or whoever, for example? I'm like, would they do that to them? I'm like, I don't know. We don't know yet because it hasn't happened yet. But yeah. But anyways, for the truck race as a whole, it was a good race. So once again, Crafton on pole, Ankrum second. I was surprised they had speed, by the way. So yeah, they were up there, and Friesen, Chastain, all those guys. Wasn't it Chastain who let? No, I could be. Yeah, sometimes when I don't have the computer with me, I can't read. But yeah, it's a good race, and I wouldn't have mind Riley Herbst winning. I know some people don't really know much about him, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah. Besides, at least he's not. It's not like Herbst is doing anything bad. So yeah. So yeah, and there was another controversial call. Oh, and by the way, Sheldon Creed and actually the GMS guys, including Stuart Friesen, were up there running 1, 2, 3. So that was really good. Creed and Chastain were the drivers who won stages, I think. Oh no, was it Sauter? I think it was Sauter. So yeah. But and also there was a big wreck, I guess you can say. It was when Chastain came down on Creed and he took out some of the back markers like Timothy Peters, let's see, Timothy Peters, Cody Robot, and Natalie Decker. She knew what was gonna happen, so I have to give credit for missing the wreck. And before you guys ask, yes, she did finish the race, folks. Yeah. And then during the race, there was another controversial call, folks. But actually, oh yeah. So what happened was, I guess you can say, I guess it's safe to assume now, or safe to say that this whole no locking bumpers policy is fucking stupid. Hope my mom didn't hear that. But it is. Look, I have to give credit to NASCAR for being safe, but it is what it is. Now, I guess the reason why this rule is put into place is all because of that wreck in 2013 when Kyle Larson went up into the catch. I'm like, fuck off with that trash. I'm like, really? look, I understand you want to be safe, but this is just wrong. They, I mean, they can. You guys do it in Cup, but you do it in Xfinity and Truck. So what's the big deal? What's the deal? And I'm saying this because Friesen and Moffat were penalized for supposedly locking bumpers together and all that. So yeah, and also another driver we saw up there was this guy. No, not Brett Moffitt. Well, yeah, Brett Moffitt's up there. Another driver we saw up there was this truck, Austin Hill. He was up there. So, yeah. So it was cool to see him up. And if you look at the finish of the race, you can clearly see how close Todd Gilliland came to winning his first truck race. I can't believe he finished Talladega, and because I thought he was gonna wreck, but nope, that wasn't the case today. So yeah. Speaking of Young's Motorsports, Gus Dean was having a good run. I'm a little sad, unfortunately, he didn't get to finish the race. I know him from ARCA, and he is a good ARCA driver, and he does have a Talladega win there in that lower series. So it was nice to see guys like him up there. Maybe next year for Daytona, if he returns next year, maybe we'll see him up front, and Spencer Boyd and Dip on those guys. So yeah. Now my thoughts on Spencer Boyd. I'm a little sad, unfortunately, that he's not running, that he chose to run part-time. But looking back on his decision, I think it's a good decision because he can save himself and Young's Motorsports a little bit of money. So yeah, I think that's a good decision. And speaking of which, the sponsor on his truck was Alabama Roofing. That's a state company, so that's a huge bonus right there. Besides, they can get Young's Motorsports and those guys, they can earn themselves a lot of money from that win. So yeah, so kudos to them. And also I did watch Kamikaze Games' live stream of the race, and live stream was it was nice being on the live stream for once. It was nice watching the race along with him in the live stream. So yeah, thanks Kamikaze Games for having me visit your stream. So yeah, and by the way, Corbin Forster did have a good day. He finished 13th, so nice. I know he could have gotten a top 10, but hey, it is what it is. I want to see Corbin Forster get a top ride. What do you guys think? Think he deserves it. Yeah. And also, my man Clay Greenfield was up there too. He was also involved in that wreck. I knew he and Chastain were gonna get wrecked out some point, but nothing's wrong. And I guess sponsorship issues had something to do with why Kligerman wasn't in yesterday's truckers, but whatever. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. This whole video, that first part of the video was just me talking about the finish of the race and all that. And yeah, I give this race like a 8 out of 10, because there was some racing where they were just not doing anything. Then the stage 3 happened, everything all happened. So yeah, and I like how the drivers were getting the inside lane, outside lane working too. So that was pretty good. And we also saw some 3 wide racing there at one point. So yeah, it was really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. And I guess that will do it for today's video. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below to get notifications from my videos. And with that, I'll see you guys all in the next video. And with that, have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.